I am thrilled to jump into Wayne Goss's new palette, and it is called Pearl. It's got beautiful packaging, and when you open it up, this is what it looks like on the inside. So you got some beautiful mauvey browns, a little more pink, this is his Celestial Shimmer shade. This is a regular shimmer, and this is a matte. So you have 4 mattes, a shimmer, and then a brighter celestial shade. This is my second palette from Wayne Goss. I also have his Imperial Topaz palette. This was the first palette that I ever purchased from him, and that's what this one looks like. This one has 3 mattes, 2 shimmers, and the celestial shade. I loved that palette. I don't know if I've ever done a video using that palette. Definitely comment below if you would like me to. I have had it for a while, but I am super excited to jump into this palette. This is not a super inexpensive palette. However, I'm going to show you how to do a soft, beautiful look, and you can use this palette for your blush and highlighter. So when you have 3 different things that you can do with this palette, I think it makes it a little more budget friendly. Let's go ahead and throw on some bronzer. I'm going to use one of my newest to my collection. This is the Juvia's Place bronzer. It's 2 different shades. I usually just mix them together. I love this bronzer. It is so user friendly for somebody that is a little heavy-handed, such as myself. But you can build it up, but you don't have to work too hard to do so. Great. Let's us go ahead and jump into this eye look because I am super excited to jump in. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to use this shade in the crease, this shade to blend it out, and then this shade to deepen my outer corner. So let's go ahead and jump in with my Sigma blending brush, and I'm going to go in with that brownie mauve right here. His formula reminds me of Natasha Denona, just super easy to work with. Shadows almost blend themselves. They are just so easy. They don't get patchy. I have dipped into this palette once just to see. My biggest concern was that I wouldn't be able to smoke out that outer corner because his first 2 palettes have that black, and this one does not. But so far so good. I did like the first look that I created. And I'm just building this up. I'm going to take another blending brush, and I'm going to take this lighter shade right here and just go along the edges of that color. Just for a little bit of a gradient. If you're into soft pinks and mauvey browns, this one's for you. Very soft and pretty. Now we're going to go into that outer corner. I want to see what this can do, and we're going into that grayish brown. It's a very unique shade. I don't think I have anything like it in my collection. And I'm going to just carefully build this up in that outer corner, just to give the eye a little more definition. I like to keep the darker on the outside and the lighter on the inside. Go back into that crease. Very light-handed. Okay. And then of course you have that matte shade right there if you wanted to just go along the edges close to the brow, just to soften as well. Do you see how pigmented that is? If you go too high or you have a sharp edge, go in with a matte cream. It'll clean it up very nicely. So we want to have a very soft, cohesive look. Okay, now for this shimmer right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this shimmer on the lid. We're going to check it out, and then we're going to go in with this one. So I want to show you the two looks. This is the regular shimmer. It's got some peach into it. It's like a peachy pink. It's a little more soft and subtle, but feels beautiful on the eye. You could use a brush for this. I just find that you get a little more color payoff when you use your finger. So you can see how that looks. I'm going to take my flat shader brush and just take that a little bit more into the crease so we don't have a separation going on there. Before we jump into that celestial shade, let's go ahead and take care of the bottom lash line. And I think I'm going to go into this mid-tone shade right here. I'm going to take that gray and just go a little bit on that outer bottom corner. Grayish brown. I wouldn't even call this gray. Like I said, it's very unique. Very neutral. It doesn't really pull, cool, or warm. Okay, so now I want to show you the celestial shade. Almost forgot about it. Hello. There's the celestial shade. And it really doesn't have a lot of pigment. It just has a lot of really beautiful, classy shine. To me, this is the most beautiful thing about his palettes. This is his third palette. I'm sad to say I do not have the second one, which is called Moonstone. It's a lot of blues, but it's definitely on my wish list. Beautiful. I'm going to make sure that I take that brush and make sure that it's seamless in there. Maybe even go back in with the crease brush. Nice and blended. Okay, let's move away from the eyes for a moment, and I want to show you in this stunning palette how you can use this shade right here as a highlight, and then the shade right here as a blush. So as you know, I like to do my highlight first. I'm going to go into this one right here. See that shine? Just for giggles, let's go into that celestial one with our fingers and just tap that on. Yep. Woo! I hope you can see the shine. It's very pretty. Okay, and we will go into the shade right here for some blush. What's nice is that you get a lot of product in here, so the pans are big. Great multitasking. Okay, let's move into, let's just continue showing the love to Wayne Goss. I have his lip liner here in the shade Sepia. Which is a nice pinky brown. I am going to completely line my lips. And for lips, I have one of his lip colors here. I believe this is a mini, and this is in the shade Dahlia. I will swatch this for you since my lips are lined. It's a nice peachy shade. It's your classic creamy bullet lipstick. All right, we are almost done. We're going to throw a little liner on, keeping it with Wayne Goss. This is his black liner. And we're going to keep this soft since we are doing a soft look today. I'm going to put it on the outer corner and the waterline. Okay, and the last product that I have here to talk about is Wayne's new mascara, and it is a waterproof mascara. It's a very interesting wand. Very small. So I'm going to go ahead and put on a couple coats of this mascara that he says will give volume, lift, and length. So I'm going to put on a couple coats and I'll speed you through. Well, I'll tell you what, I think it looks beautiful. My lashes, it grabbed each individual lash. It is the most separating mascara I believe I've ever tried. I did put 2 to 3 coats on because I do like the super bold, almost clumpy lash look. And my only complaint about this mascara is that it is waterproof, but I will tell you, I know that he did it for a reason. He did it because a waterproof mascara is going to hold your curl better than any other mascara. If you have lashes that even if you curl them, they end up sticking straight out or they end up falling down with mascara, waterproof is the way to go. So he did that for a reason. And number two, if you have problems with smudging, it's going to be much stronger hold on the bottom. So waterproof, the reason I don't love it is because it's very difficult to take off. I actually just started using a lash serum. I took before pictures. I'm going to see if it's working, but I can tell you that it's been about 2 weeks and I think I already see a difference in my lashes. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I will for sure talk about this product because I want to make sure it really works before I share it with you. But the mascara is great. Just be careful when you're taking it off. Use a cleansing balm or use an eye makeup remover and just be gentle and take your time. You don't want to beat up your lashes. So, end thoughts are that the Pearl palette is just as beautiful as I knew it was going to be. Wayne, you did a great job. I love your channel. I love you as a makeup artist, and congratulations on these beautiful products. So love the eyeshadow palette from a bold, smoky-eyed kind of girl. I love all the other products I used. I'm a big fan of the liner, the mascara. I love that you can multitask with this product and that we were able to pull out a blush and highlight in there. If you haven't checked out his other palettes, I do recommend that you check them out. This is gorgeous. Also, you could use that as a bronzer. I mean, there are so many, and then again, with a highlight in there with that shimmer shade. You can do lots of things with his palettes. I love that they are larger sized and they are beautiful. You can find them on his website or you can find them on Beautylish's website. I love Beautylish. And of course, I will have everything linked below. So I hope that was fun. Comment below what you thought. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I post videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you in my next video.